amazing, and there's so much life and vitality to it.
I'm not going to say that. That's exactly the way it feels.
Yeah, absolutely. And the colors are very joyful.
I like that word.
Yes? Oh, good.
I think it's terrific. And joy can be expressed in so many different ways.
Yes.
Like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those two paintings on that wall and on that wall were both Ukraine. That was one of the first ones I did, and the one I did at the same time sold along with others for about $100,000,
Really?
which I could then send to Ukraine.
Wow.
And it gave me a chance of being part of it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Instead of just reading the bad news in the paper.
Yeah. It's really amazing, like how you're very expressive, and then the way that you use the shapes and the patterns and everything like that. It's really, really nice. Where do you do most of your painting at?
I have a studio in East Hampton.
Oh, in the Hamptons. That's a beautiful place.
Well, it's perfect for me because I can look out the window right there and see the ocean.
Yeah.
And it's right on the edge of the property.
Is that what inspires so much of your blue?
The other thing you can do is you get to have a fire in the fireplace every day.
Yeah.
All winter.
That's nice. So you've been painting for quite a while, haven't you?
Painting?
Painting, you as an artist. I know you've had quite a background in history. I have to say thank you for your service as well.
I was very proud to be a fighter pilot.
I mean, you should be. That's an amazing accomplishment.
On a carrier, it's like everything needs to have a little danger in it to make it really interesting.
I think it has a lot of danger. It's amazing. I mean, to be a fighter pilot in the wars is quite an accomplishment. And, be here with us today, and thank you so much for that.
Well, it's a privilege because everybody doesn't get to do it.
That's true. You had to be chosen.
You have to earn your wings, and then you have to preserve them. And every landing you make on a carrier, they have a kiddie term in saying, you don't land on a carrier, you crash landing.
Oh my God, that's very scary.
So I just felt it was an important part of my life, but so is everything. So is this.
Yes, absolutely.
Life is about moving on. That's why the name of this piece, this show, is the name of the show.
Yes, Onward.
It's Onward, which is my motto for my life.
Yeah. Forward home.
Well, for example, you crash in a carrier, break your back, you get retired.
I'm so sorry about that.
No, look at me. I wouldn't be doing this. Otherwise, I'd still be flying on a carrier.
Yeah.
Would have missed all of it.
Yeah.
So it's a way of moving on. It's like saying, this is what's going on now. I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I'm not going to hold on to this. I'm going to move to whatever this is.
That's a really important perspective to take in life, because you never know what's coming, but you have to carpe diem, seize the day, and do your best that you can with each moment.
And don't hold on to things.
Yeah.
Let them go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've done a lot of different things in your career, even being, an actor with like Clint Eastwood, and then going to produce your own movies and everything like that. You must have an artful eye and be like an artist.
Well, the question is,
that you do.
why would somebody do all that?
Yeah.
And how? And one of the things I have, I think, a great help to me is I have a sense of fear underneath about the things I can't do.
Right.
And I go, I'm not going to try it. I'm not going to paint a painting, for God's sake, with oils and acrylic. I can't do that. Well, you better try. So it becomes like a warning. If I get this little signal in my head, don't be stupid. You can't do that. Don't get involved in something. You can embarrass yourself.
Right.
I find that as an invitation.
Yeah. So be brave, right? Be brave.
Like did you start Le Garo? Did you start the magazine?
Yeah, I'm one of the founders, yeah.
Great. So you must have had some wonder whether it was going to succeed, and you had to make a commitment.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's it. You get that little feeling about, do I really know how to do this?
Yeah.
Should I be doing this, or am I going to make a fool of myself and everybody's going to laugh at me?
Right.
That's always a sign. Move in. Getting closer.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you've done an amazing job being brave and doing the artwork and everything like that and presenting everything here. Which piece is your favorite? Do you have a favorite piece?
Well, it's a progression.
Okay.
That painting in the far corner with all the red,
Yes.
all on the surface, called Retreat from Snake Island, which is about a Russian attack trying to get an island in Ukraine.
Oh, wow.
And the island had very few people on it, the lighthouse crew and all that. So the Russians from a destroyer sent a message to the people in the island.
Right.
And said, give up, we're here to take over the island, just come out with your hands up.
Wow.
And the guy on the island said, I'm not going to use the word, but you can imagine if it begins with F. He said, go screw yourselves, I'm not leaving.
Yeah, wow.
And the Russians said, oh, well. And they backed off. And so it was something about meeting power and aggression and bullying. It's something that represents you and you're willing to take the chance.
Right.
And you run into that every day in your life. Somebody wanting you to do something that you don't want to do or you don't think is right, and you just say, I'm not doing it.
Yeah. Being really, really brave and standing by what you believe in.
And that's the other side of the idea. I said, something that guides me is a little voice inside me that says, don't try it. You're going to screw that up, which I know is like getting the gold signal. That means do that.
Right.
And the other side of that is if you are doing it and you're not succeeding at it, it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It just means onward, whatever the next thing is.
Yes, absolutely. Right. Well, that is a really powerful piece. I see why that has a lot of meaning for you. Yeah, absolutely.
So glad. And I like the sound of your magazine. I'm going to try to find it. Is it on the newsstand?
We do some print and we do a lot digital as well.
Oh, it's digital. Great.
Digital and print, yeah.
So will you tell this girl in the red coat there, tell her how to find it?
Okay, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
You'll see something in yourself in there later on.
I'd love to look at myself.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Hartley. It was wonderful to meet you.
Thank you.
And it's a beautiful show. Congratulations.
Thanks for your enthusiasm.